Well, hello to my YouTube friends out there. I'm back. And for those of you that are new, feel free to hit that subscription button and notification button if you like. So, first of all, I want to get into the chit chat before we get started. I did a video before I left the house this morning. I had to go for my mammogram screening, and I have to do that once a year. So, when you get a certain age, you have to get your breast checked once a year. Make sure you do that. And when I went to the hospital, God is good. And I just don't like going because that machine, what it does is smashes your breast, and then they do x-rays of your breast. That's what they're doing. And you have to turn a certain way, and you got to do all this thing. Well, when I got in the office, before I went in and I got out of my clothes, I told the nurse, I said, and I'm in my backyard, by the way. So, guys, yeah, it's beautiful here today. It's almost 70 degrees. The weather here in California is very nice. So, I know everybody from all over the world, their weather is different. But in California, we don't get a whole lot of bad weather here. Trust me, we don't. We get a little rain, but it don't be that bad. So, anyway, make a long story short, so I told the nurse, I said, oh, I'm so excited. Boy, she laughed. So, I get in the room with her, and she starts to do the procedure and had me come out of my hospital gown on one side. You have to do each side, the right, then the left. And when she did that, put my breast on the machine, it was barely, like she was barely doing it. Like it was amazing. It was like, I was like, wow. I was like, how long have you been a nurse? And she said 45 years. Boy, me and Brenda, her name was Miss Brenda. We talked and we talked, and I told her my testimony that I'm going to reveal to you guys and let you guys hear about it, because it is such a miracle. And it is very, I'm trying to find the right time to tell you guys, because I lost my son in 2018, but like I said before, and I'm going to keep saying it because God is good, He gave me a vision and He let me see. And it's going to stick with me till I leave here. And when I get ready to go where my son is, and that's heaven. And I know that for a fact. And so I went through the procedure. Me and her talked for over, oh my gosh, she spent a lot of time with me in there. And I told her I'm retired and, I'm at home with my husband every day. And she was telling me I need to get out more and walk and do all that. Now, I was exercising on our treadmill in the garage, and then I fell off. When it got cold, I didn't want to go out there anymore. And I got to motivate myself again because my mind was geared there for a while, because I'm diabetic. And so I have every 2 weeks or so, Kaiser calls me to follow up what my blood sugars are. They're trying to maintain it so I won't have to be on insulin. So I'm on medications for my diabetes and for my blood pressure, because diabetes affect everything. And so it's like, oh my God. So I can maintain. So after I left there and I talked to her, she was so blown away. She believed me, and that was the thing, that I want people to believe me because it's true. And I've talked to certain members of my church. I haven't talked to our pastor yet, but I'm going to get a chance to talk to Bishop Doctrine and let him know, because we don't do testimonial service because we have such a big crowd of people. And not only that, they have everything organized. So you can't stand up and testify. Like when I went to church all the time, my husband in the Bay Area, when I was working at the time, it was a small church. That was my husband, where he grew up at. I had been going there since I was, how old was I when I started going to 310? I was 13. And his father was a bishop. And my mother-in-law was a Christian. I mean, they're a Christian family, period. And my mother is a Christian too, and believes in the Lord. So there's a lot of people, that's what I'm afraid of. The thing is when I talk about it, I want people to believe me. But then there's some people is not going to believe you. And so my oldest son will say, Mom, you can't expect for everybody to believe that what you're talking about, not per se with the Lord, but how everything revealed. And I'm gonna have to share that with you guys down the road, how this all came to play. I started to get on here 2 in the morning because I was up. Sometimes I can't sleep. And my son lived here. James stayed with me. My baby lived with me. His room is in there, pictures on the wall. It's almost like a shrine, almost the way I got it set up in there. His clothes is in the closet still. His shoes is in there. His clothes is in the drawers. I go in there and I smell my baby clothes, his cologne. I got pictures on his dresser. Yeah, that was my buddy. That was my little buddy, James. he was hilarious. He was so funny and he loved people. And he had such a big heart. So anyway, after I left Kaiser, I went to TJ Maxx. Because I was trying to find these storage bins. I already bought some storage ones, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I just don't know. I be having these ideas, and then I do one thing, and then something else comes up. So I was filming in the store, and it didn't go through. I don't know if it was because I wasn't on Wi-Fi or whatever, but I went in there, and I was walking around the store, showing the makeup in the store for you guys to see, all that stuff. And then it just, when I came home and ate my lunch, because I was so hungry, and I had to take my medicine. So my husband had some shrimp going, and then I put some salmon in the conventional oven, the ones you buy at Costco's, and they already seasoned. I heated that up. I had to, because I feel my blood sugar dropping, and once I feel like that and I get jittery, it's time for me to eat something. I can't go too long without eating, and I took my medicine, so now I'm feeling much better. It's like a charge for you when your blood sugar starts dropping. So let me get into this little small TJ Maxx haul, and then I will tell you guys my little... Man, I got up in TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx reminds me so much of Marshall's. I might as well just stick to Marshall's. It's no better. Our TJ Maxx don't have a whole... they have a lot of stuff, but I wasn't interested in the makeup brushes. Because all the stuff that I have enough stuff, and it's like when I go, I buy like, what can I buy differently? The Lord blesses me where I'm able to have my needs, and I don't need anything. So when I was working, I always bought stuff, constantly. But then when I retired, I was like, am I gonna afford to do this? And I'm able to do everything. They used to tease me. My boss, Terry, she would say, Nettie, you ain't going to be able to buy all that makeup. And man, it kind of, ran through my mind like, oh my God, I ain't going to have enough money. Yeah, I do. I know how to do it. I know how to make it. God has blessed me to do that. Okay, so let me show you what I got, which I didn't really need this bag, but I love it. I hope you guys can see it. It's butterflies all around this bag. Makeup bag, and I said, I just can't pass this little bag up. It was so cute. Like, are you serious? I picked that up like I needed it. And I picked up a pair of black socks like this. My son James got me liking these kind of low socks instead of coming way up to my knees almost. So I got these, if you guys can see them. That sun is, whoa, Lord, beaming. And then I picked up, I'm going to work on my nails. This is a nail polish removing wipes. It says take anywhere, one wipe easily removes total manicure or pedicure. So I picked that up, and I like the packaging on that, if you guys can see that, because the sun is so bright. Okay, got that. And then I picked up this cute little plant. Oh my God, it's so cute. I'm going to put it in my bathroom. I'm not no real plant person. I got one real plant up in the kitchen, and I have to get up on a ladder to get up there to my little step ladder to get up there to water it. But yeah, I got this plant out there. So that's all I bought. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what I was looking for. But I ended up with something else. And then what else did I want to mention? Before I end my video, let me see, it was something on my mind. I just wanted to, oh, when I bought that basket for my Instant Pot, it fit. It looks so small. It looks so tiny. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm going to have to ship this back today. Because I already put it back in the box and everything, but it fit. Thank God for, excuse me, for me to do steamed vegetables in. And then what else that I want to touch bases on real quick before I go? Tomorrow, I'm going to tackle those lashes. It's Valentine's Day, but I just want to play with them. My husband went and bought some short ribs. Miss Brazil, help me. Help me, Miss Brazil. I've been looking at videos, but everybody cook them differently in the Instant Pot. And I saw one guy, and I'm going to end this video. I saw one guy, I was going to try, no, it was a lady. She fried them on both ends, you know, the short ribs, each one of them, and took them all out, sauteed it, her, you know, onions, whatever, and then put them all in. And then some people add wine and all that. See, I don't like all that in my food, and I don't like Worcestershire sauce and all that. So what I'm going to do, and I hope Miss Brazil watches this, I'm going to add some beef gravy, okay? I'm going to cook this tomorrow for Valentine's Day. I'm not going out to eat because I don't want to be in a rush with all those people. I never have for special occasions. I just never like a lot of crowd and you got to wait in line for 2 and 3 hours just to eat. I'd rather just have my food at home. I'm going to put some brown gravy and add some water to it. Fry them in there. I'm going to put some flour. Yeah, that's what she did. She put flour on it and fried them in there in the Instant Pot on saute. And then I think she cooked them for 30 minutes, I think. Or 32 minutes. I got to go back. I got to go back on the video and watch. And I was also telling my girlfriend, I said, Miss Brazil's my teacher. But then I got other people that I watch as well, and I watch their method, and then I tweak it my own way. And because there's a lot of things that they add that I don't eat, like carrots and all that in my food. I don't eat carrots. I don't like carrots. My mother loved carrots, but I don't like no carrots. And especially in my food, I'm not a big stew person. So that's another thing. I'm real picky about that kind of stuff. So I love you guys out there. Thank you guys so very much for watching and listening. You know what to do. Leave your comments down below. You know I love my comments. God bless. Everyone have a blessed rest of your evening. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.